This is the plaintiff, Elaine Jeanette. She says she paid for a trip to Africa that the defendant runs. And a week before the departure date, she broke her arm. There was no way she would be able to travel halfway around the world on a safari and asked the defendant for a partial refund. The defendant out and out refused. She thinks she has a good case and is suing for the $3,000 she's owed. This is the defendant, Agatha Hoover. She says the tickets for the trip were non-refundable. The plaintiff opted not to buy travel insurance, and she's very sorry. But there's no way she's going to take the money out of her pocket to give the plaintiff the refund she's seeking. She thinks she has the stronger case today and looks forward to the judge's ruling to end this insanity. She's accused of leaving a traveler behind.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff booked an African safari, broke her arm, can't go, can't get her money back. The defendant says, yeah, she can't get it back because the trip was non-refundable. It's the case of no Afri can do.
Thank you, Douglas. Elaine Jeanette?
Yes.
You are suing, it's Agatha, not Agatha.
Correct.
Agatha Hoover for $3,000 that you paid for a trip to Africa that you were unable to take because you broke your arm. Tell me, I try to pretend that I don't see a fish around your neck, but it's not working. What is that?
It's my purse.
It's your purse. Okay, great.
It was hard to catch.
It was hard to catch. Okay, all right. Okay, all right, that's out in the open. Go ahead, talk to me what happened.
Well, I have traveled before with Agatha. We went to Ireland together. And then she had sent emails out saying she's planning a trip to Africa. And I had already been pricing out trips, so it was a very good deal to go to Africa.
How much was it going to be?
Only $3,000.
That's a very good deal. And now, do you do this a lot? Do you travel a lot?
I've taken people to 120 plus countries.
Like what? Like where?
All over, maybe 10 countries in Africa. I'm leaving for Australia with a group on Sunday. Lots and lots of trips to South America.
And are you a travel agent or what?
No, I have a shop that sells things from around the world. And I go places and I buy things and I put a little sign out in front of my shop and people sign up.
That sounds awesome. So on these trips, since you're a buyer in a lot of these locations, do you know like kind of the secret places that are more...
In this particular case, my daughter has worked in Africa for 10 years doing HIV, so she knew people...
When you say doing HIV, you mean treating it, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
working.
Go ahead. Working with
Prevention.
HIV patients. So go ahead.
So she had some contacts, and the lodge that we stayed at, I had stayed at before, and then she had some other contacts, so she helped me put it together.
Right, and so is it just the flight and hotel, or it's also the...
flights, hotels, the van back and forth to all the places, game drives, 2-day visit to a cultural village where we did lots of things like healing ceremonies and voodoo ceremonies. So it's a real cultural exchange as opposed to just a touristy... Yeah, a real cultural exchange.
Wow, all right. What happened to you that you couldn't go? It sounded awesome.
Okay, who wants to go on an African safari? Why? Okay, you want to go?
Yeah.
Why?
It's
Real quick. Why?
Totally different experience.
Okay, who wants to go?
I want to go.
Why?
The giraffes. I'd love to see them in the wild.
Okay, I'm gonna one more person. I'm gonna figure out who the best person was. You want to go? Why?
I would like to go to Africa just because of the elephants.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a winner. You won, but I'm not offering a prize or anything. I just wanted to know who the best one was. Going inside the courtroom.
I walked a dog. Dog saw a cat, and that was it. Broke my arm.
Well, did you have travel insurance?
No one ever offered us travel insurance.
Okay, but you're a grown woman. You know it exists. I mean,
yeah,
did you buy it?
I've never, no.
Okay.
No.
So
and
why
she books the tickets and everything, so I had no idea. You know,
well,
I didn't even
I mean,
think
you
of
could
it.
go online and get travel insurance, right? Nothing would stop you from it. All right, and do you offer travel insurance?
I don't. I tell people where to get it, and I tell people that, you know, I mean, people know that the tickets are non-refundable. I mean, she knows that too, of course.
Why would someone think they could get their money back when she didn't do anything wrong? Like, in other words, that money's already outlaid. So what is it you wanted back? And you ended up sending her part of her money back. You sent her back.
Well, my part, it was $3,000, so $3,000 divided by 10 people, 300, so I sent her, that would be the part that paid for my trip, so I sent her a check for $400.
Why did you send her extra then? Because if 300 was the part that paid for your...
I felt...
You just felt bad for her?
She's a good person. It wasn't her fault.
And then she repaid you by suing you? Why are you right? I mean, here this lady sends you more than what she should be sending you because she really, legally, you don't have to send her a penny. Why? In other words, the default position when you spend money is you've spent the money. She can't get it back, so would you be right that without travel insurance and without having any warranty or guarantee or you're not testifying that she said if I can't go, I can cancel at the last minute. We're talking about 10 days before. Right. Why would she have to return the money? Why isn't it just your misfortune? How does your misfortune become her misfortune?
First of all, I didn't sign a contract. There was nothing in writing. It was
right. So then where are you getting that you get your money back if you break your arm?
I went through...
Like, in other words, you think that's bad on her. I'm saying that's bad on you because you're the one who's trying to enforce something that doesn't exist.
What I did is I went online and I went to all the places that we stayed or were supposed to stay, and I priced it out. The hotel and the safaris. Now, I came up... I'm not sure what she charged and how the rooms went when I didn't go, but my pricing on the trip was like total, when I got to it, came to like $1,500.
Oh, sure. You can go to Africa on $1,500. You can't go to the Bronx on $1,500.
No.
Come on. You know that. Plus, you yourself have been pricing it, and the first words out of your mouth were, I had been pricing it, so this was a good deal. I mean, and you know what? I don't care. I don't care. She made 99%. This is, it's a free country. It's America. It's capitalism. She should get paid for her. So do you work for free? No, right? Like, why should she work for free? So I really don't care how much profit she was making. I mean, it's just, there's absolutely no legal ground for you to get your entire investment back when you had a misfortune. This is your not every time something bad happens to us, we don't get to blame someone else. And there should be like a tiny little switch in our heads that stops us from even trying, because it's kind of mean. Kind of mean. Here this lady does this for like basically peanuts, basically just to have her airfare paid. Brings people, from America to meet. I saw the list, Cambodia, but it's not Paris. It's like places where people really want to connect and just, just connect with another part of the earth and realize we're all part of the human experience. You've enjoyed it. They've enjoyed it. Other people enjoy it. It's a neighborhood endeavor where people walk by, see a sign, where are we going next? It's marvelous, and you want to put her out of business by making her pay you back because you were pulled by your unruly dog. I don't get it. I mean, no.
No.
The answer is no. Verdict for the defendant.
I give up.
So the judge rules the plaintiff has no way she's going to prevail in this lawsuit. Ms. Jeanette, you don't look very happy. You didn't look happy in there either.
She didn't give me a chance to say I had offered her to keep $2,000. I only wanted $1,000 back. I wasn't being greedy.
Well, you really had no right to get anything back. You understand the judge's ruling and her logic?
I had seen a lawyer that was a free lawyer, and she said without a contract, I should be able to get the whole amount of the trip back.
No, the judge totally disagrees with that. Flat out totally disagrees.
And I found out other information.
Listen, I'm sorry. Whatever. You can find what you want, but you lost.
Yeah.
Okay? Sorry about that.
Okay.
You must sign some documents.
Thank you.
And goodbye.
Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Hoover, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You sound like, I think the judge was very impressed with what you do. Turn around here so we can get a good look at you. I think the judge was very impressed with your business.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
And your purse.
My purse.
All right. You satisfied with this? Do you have many problems like this?
First time? First time. Nobody's ever not gone before in 40 years.
All right. Well, good. Thank you very much. Sounds like an interesting business you have.
I have a good life.
Good for you. 3 cheers. Okay. Harvey, she's happy.
A lot of people don't know this, Doug, but there is such a thing as travel insurance for exactly this reason. Somebody breaks an arm, somebody can't go, there's a problem at work, whatever. If you buy the right kind of insurance, you are protected if you can't go on the trip.